So in this video, we're going to go over how to update a plugin on your site. On the screen here, you'll see I'm logged into your hosting provider, which is Pantheon. Pantheon has its own special way of doing plugin updates that we'll have to follow here. So once I'm logged into the dashboard, I'll go to the Rutgers Mason Gross site install. And that's going to load the dashboard. And you'll see here there's a dev, test, and live site. We have to update the plugins on the development site. If you try to do it on the live site, it just won't work. They don't even give you the option. So that's why we have to work on the dev site, and then they merge the live database and the dev files on tests before pushing it all to live. So the first thing you want to make sure you have is a backup. So in this backup section, your account currently is set to automatically generate backups every day, but I just wanted to show this in case there was any major development done during the day before updating plugins, just in case there's a problem. You don't want to lose all that work. So if needed, you can just create a new backup, and that'll take about an hour to finish, and you just keep checking until it's ready. Once you're sure you have a backup that contains everything you need, you can use these links to get to the development site. This one will just take you to the home page, and this one will take you to the admin to log in. I'm going to go to this tab because I am already logged in over here. And from here, you can get to the updates either by going to this plugin section, which I have open on this tab. So here it lists all the plugins, but you still have the option to update them here. You can either look for these little alerts and use the Update Now direct link, or you can select a bunch of checkboxes for them and use this to update in bulk, and then click Apply, and it'll update them like that. I like to go straight to here, though, for updates, because it'll show you purely just the plugins that need to be updated. Same with the theme. And from here, you can do the same thing. You can pick and choose which plugins you want to update at the time and which themes. So you just pick one, click Update Plugins, and you'll wait. It'll process, and I think most of these are all pro licenses that we need to renew. So I'm not going to go through that right now because it'll just give us an error alert. But it'll switch screens and it'll tell you when it's complete. And after it's complete, you'll want to go to the site itself and just test whatever functionality was updated. Give the site a once-over to make sure it did not break anything. And once you've tested enough and you're comfortable that the update did not cause any problems, you can go back to the Pantheon dashboard. Now in here on this code tab, when any plugins have been updated, it'll show changed code here and list some changes. So in here, once there's some changes, you'll just want to label what the change was. So let's say if we updated Media Cleaner Pro, you might write in Media Cleaner Pro update, or update to 5.6.3, however specific you want to get, and then just hit commit. And that will save the changes into the development code repository and is part of the process for going from dev to live. Now there's times when a plugin might break something, and if it takes down the site entirely, you'll want to go to this backup section again, and then you can restore from the backup. You'll see the note here and how these aren't clickable. To do that, you need to switch to Git mode. So that's again in this code section. You click this to switch to Git, and then those will become available. So again, in the event of emergency, switch to Git mode, and then you can come and restore from the most recent backup that you would have taken or that was automatically generated. We have had an issue before with specifically the staff plugin update, Staff List Pro. So for that one, we recommend taking a backup of the staff lists from the CSV. So like export the latest CSV so you can make sure, if needed, you can re-import everything. I would do the staff list, staff export and the template export just in case. The more backups you have, the better. And when we had a problem with that one before, what we had to do was go through using the SFTP, which logs you directly onto the server, and we deleted the old plugin and uploaded the new one directly to the server. That involves a lot more issues. I think if you have anything that's having an issue like that, after you restore the backup, that might be a point to bring in a developer just to help with that one element. Because then we're talking about server and deleting files and stuff. But if needed, this connection info, this is the login info that you would need to use to get into an SFTP client to get onto the server if you're comfortable working on a server. And for deployment from dev all the way to live, we're going to record another video for that process, which would bring all these updated plugins to the actual live site.